Welcome. Before we begin, take a moment to just arrive here in this space, in this learning environment, and just pull back your energy and awareness from where you've scattered it along the way and throughout your day. Just pull it all back, breathe deeply a few times, and just settle in. Ready? So, in this lesson, we will look at two ways to start tracking how focused and productive you are being in your work life, how you're using your time, and what your habits are regarding work and internet usage. We all know how easy it is to sit down and start scrolling through Facebook updates, and suddenly it's 2 hours later and you're watching a video on how to make spaghetti like an Italian on YouTube. Or it's just that just me. Bringing mindfulness to your use of the internet, applications, and social media is a very powerful way to help us become aware of our patterns and the way in which we can become more focused and conscious of our time use. It will also allow us to occasionally disconnect from all of the distractions and bring our full awareness to bear on what we are wanting to create or work on in real life away from the screen. The first option to do this is to do it digitally. I can recommend using an application called Rescue Time. It's available for Windows and Android devices, and it installs a system on your computer or your laptop and your smartphone to track how you're using your time while you are logged on, where you are spending time on websites that are time wasters, and it also allows you to set aside specific periods of focus time where the app or program will minimize digital distractions for you during that period. You can use this application to help you get an idea of your daily habits around work, productivity, and focus, as well as overall screen time. It is free for the first 2 weeks, which gives you enough time to study your own patterns. But do remember to cancel your free account before getting charged, unless, of course, you find the app useful and want to continue using it. So if this is the route that you want to go, your action steps would be to go to the website www.rescuetime.com and to sign up for a free account. Then follow the process to download the program on your laptop or computer. Go to your Play Store to download the app, and then activate the assistant and start using this very powerful tool to become more mindful of your own habits. If you are using an Apple product like an iPhone or an iPad, you can use Apple's screen time feature, which can give you activity-specific durations for specific apps and websites. So while Rescue Time does have an app in the iStore, because of restrictions by Apple, it's limited to showing total device usage and not specific applications or websites. So if you don't want to do your investigation digitally, you can monitor your time use for a day or two using a manual worksheet that we created for you. So it looks like this, and it's called the Mindful Time Log. You can see it has all the times, plus a little space for you to note your current activity, your mood, and then whether you consider it time well spent, yes or no. So using this entails logging your time spent on certain tasks every half hour. And it's not the best way to do it because it's a lot of manual labor and it is inaccurate because you almost have to guesstimate. And I'm going to assure you, you probably won't log all of the gory details of your true activities here. We do love to lie to ourselves. But if you want to follow the manual route, download the Mindful Time Log worksheet and then set a recurring reminder on your phone to remind you to fill in the time log every half hour. Although this frequent pinging reminder is totally contrary to what we recommend for focus and undistracted work in other lessons, this is set with a specific intention to investigate your own habits, and we're doing this for a limited period of 2 days only. There's also a little column on the log to indicate your mood. So while you're doing this exercise, you might as well gain more awareness of how your activities impact your mood too. The aim of this 1 or 2 day exercise is not about getting you to put your phone down forever and go and live in the woods, but helping you to establish balance between your real life and your digital life. It also aims to help you to create a better balance between time spent working productively and time spent scrolling through various social media and websites that do not necessarily add a lot of value to your life. It's about becoming mindful of how you're spending your time and changing the habits that are not in alignment with your best life. So your practice for this lesson is to use one of the tools, either the manual tool or a digital application like Rescue Time, to become more aware of your time use pattern for 2 days. The first step to any positive change is always gaining awareness. So, just a note, it's important to actually do this exercise, even though you might think that you know the answers. There are always aha moments and details waiting to be discovered. So once you've completed your 2-day audit, set aside some time for introspection. And this introspection is about the trends that have emerged. And this is applicable whether you went the digital or the analog, the manual way. The third page of the worksheet looks like this. It's called My Time Use Patterns. And it has some guidance for you on how to go about this introspection. So on day 3, you cancel your subscription to Rescue Time if you did the digital log, or you cancel the half-hour reminder that you set on your phone. And then you fill in the third page of this worksheet called My Time Use Patterns by answering the following questions. Was there more time than optimal spent mindlessly on screen time rather than being present for real life? Identify your biggest time wasters. What activities do you ideally want to spend more time on or would be beneficial to add to your day? The bottom. And what activities or actions can you add or subtract to get your day closer to ideal, even if it's only in a small way? And then lastly, set an intention of what you would like to do differently going forward. Intentions are very powerful things, especially if we combine them with mindful and inspired action. I'll see you in the next lesson.